What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Your boy is back with the NFL Fourth and Goal Sports Podcast. I am your host here with my boy Flipside Night. What's going on, Flip?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. And shout out to everybody watching right now. We want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Eat, drink, be merry. Just don't try to catch the itis. And if you go Black Friday shopping, be safe. That's all we gotta say.
And don't get trampled.
Oh God, yeah. Like I said, dude. This is off the record, but it's coming from someone who was a Target employee. I have seen people get trampled for a 42-inch plasma screen TV. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it is because, dude, it's a TV. We have the exact same sales like a month later, like a week before Christmas. I don't get why Black Friday is such a big thing anyway, because they have the exact same sales a week before Christmas. Like, what are you trying to kill somebody for over a TV?
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, back to sports. This week of football was very interesting. Well, it was less interesting and more eye-opening. We found out a lot of things. We found out, we found out a lot about certain teams. And the thing is, the playoff picture gets more and more clear, especially in the AFC. And now here's the thing: this could be scary because there could be potentially 3 teams from the NFC West in the playoffs in the NFC conference this year. That's scary to think of. You can have the Seahawks, the Rams, and you can have the 49ers all in the playoffs this year. That's a scary thought. Well, all right. I'm about to pull up the playoff picture. The thing is, I was hoping the Rams would beat the Ravens, but God Lord, I didn't expect an ass whooping.
At this point, I don't even think the Rams have a chance to make the playoffs. I would think the Vikings or the Packers.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on who. It depends on who they got left. Right. Well, right now the Rams are 7th seed.
The way the Rams are playing, I don't think they could beat anybody.
All right.
It seems like every team they play against is whooping their ass.
Yeah. All right, but anyway, here is how the NFC playoff picture looks. Of course, you got the Niners at the 1st seed. You got the Saints 2nd seed. You got the Packers at the 3rd seed. You got the Cowboys at the 4th seed. You got the Seahawks the 5th seed, and you got the Vikings at the 6th seed. And then in the hunt, you got the Rams, the Bears, and the Eagles. And you got the Panthers too. And now for the AFC, you got the Patriots 1st seed, Ravens 2nd seed. You got the Texans 3rd seed, the Chiefs the 4th seed, the Bills the 5th, and the Steelers the 6th. Now, in 2 weeks, the Bills and the Steelers have got to face each other. So depending on what happens in the next couple weeks, because the Bills have to go up against Dallas. The Bills are going on the road to face Dallas this week, and the Steelers are at home against the Browns. So the thing is, they're coming to a head soon. That game between the Bills and the Steelers is going to be crucial, but we're going to see how it works out.
Yeah, the AFC has like a lot of teams fighting for that 6th spot.
Yes, Raiders, Colts, Titans, Browns. Raiders, Colts, Titans, and Browns are all, yeah. But the thing is, if we beat the Browns, we can knock them out. Because the Browns still have to go up against the Ravens, and they're not going to beat them.
I wonder how it's going to look this time, because you guys benched Hodges for
Rudolph for Hodges, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we might see a different ball game, and besides, the Steelers are at home too, so yeah.
No chance Connor might hurt y'all, though. Especially with it seeming like the Browns are kind of figuring themselves out. Especially with Kareem Hunt back. I think he's kind of been like that deciding back. Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting game, though. I don't think it's gonna be like it was last.
No. All right.
Garrett out, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But all right, Flippo, what do you think was the game of the week last week?
Game of the week for me was that Redskins game.
Jesus.
I don't know, man. With Lamar Jackson, every time he plays, man, I'm convinced. It's so fun watching him just like tear up teams to the point where even if it's a blowout, you're just entertained completely. But if we're talking about close games, that Patriots Cowboys game was pretty fun. It was kind of controversial,
Mm-hmm.
but that was a pretty interesting game. Anytime the Cowboys lose a close game, it's fun.
Yeah.
My personal game of the week, I'm just gonna go with that Rams Ravens game because it was fun watching the Ravens have a field day.
Now,
Especially with the team that has Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald on.
yeah. Now, I hate the Ravens. I cannot stand the Ravens because I'm a Steelers fan, but I respect Lamar Jackson. The thing is, I'm not gonna hate on talent. I know talent when I see it, and that dude has got freaking talent. Now, here's what I have. Here's the thing about Lamar Jackson, because we've seen flashes of Michael Vick. It seems like every single quarterback that's came up in the past 4 or 5 years has been like a Michael Vick kind of understudy. But the thing is about Lamar Jackson do you see him slowing down or declining anytime soon? I mean, because him and quarterbacks like him, either one or two things happen. Either the defense figures them out or they get in their own way and get injured, a la RG3.
The thing with that is, with RG3, I think the scheme they didn't utilize in the way Lamar Jackson did.
Yeah.
With Lamar Jackson, you'll notice that they do a lot of RG with RG3. It was a lot of make him a pocket passer and then he can break the rest. It just seems like when they use Lamar Jackson, he's a running back.
Yeah.
And he always bounces outside, so he can either kind of bounce in or get out if he feels like he can't get any more yards. So it definitely preserves him.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit, the way he's playing, give him one more box to get good with his receivers, or actually bring in another receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he'll have his touchdown because that's the only thing that's really messed his game is that he just doesn't have that touch that a quarterback needs yet. He'll overthrow his receivers a good bit. He definitely leans on that short pass to tight end.
Mm-hmm.
But he's getting more confident because in that Rams game, he was threading the needle with some of those passes. So I feel like he's not going he's not going to go down.
Yeah.
He's trending upwards.
Yeah.
Regret,
Oh yeah. Sure. My game of the week this week was actually the Texans and Colts game. That was a pretty damn good game down the wire. I called it right down the middle, but yeah, it's still an exciting game to watch. And never bet against DeAndre Hopkins' catch.
Shout out to their running back, Jonathan Williams.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He definitely showed up for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, and word to the wise, if DeAndre Hopkins says he caught it, he caught it. The thing is, they tried to overturn the play. They tried to overturn that. And DeAndre Hopkins, he says, well, you can overturn it if you want to. Like I said, if DeAndre says he caught the damn ball. Don't ever dispute no catch against him. Yeah. 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 All right. Most improved team of the week. Now, my most improved. I mean, the thing is, can you really get better than good? I mean, because to me, the San Francisco 49ers, because I picked the Packers to upset them, but the Packers not only lost, they got dismantled, and I did not see that coming. So if if there was any doubt in your mind that San Francisco's for real, this really should be an implication of what kind of animal they can be in the NFC this year. But what was your most improved team of the week, Flip?
But remember, man, I told y'all last week the Packers are getting blown out. Y'all said, whoa.
Yeah, I thought you would. I thought you were freaking nuts.
The formula was there, man. They saw the Chargers and how they pulled that whole line.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta go with the Ravens, man. The Rams defense should be some like super cool for them, man. And it just seems like not only was the Ravens offense on point, their defense was on point. They fully dared up. Marcus Peters looking like the old Kansas City Marcus Peters.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing up, and then their offense is playing around with them.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were having so much fun on that field, and when you see that, it's just like you know that team is dangerous.
Yeah.
The Rams, the team that was in the Super Bowl not too long ago, is getting toyed around with by the Ravens now. But all right, this Rams definitely scary.
Yeah.
And before it was like, all right, someone can stop Lamar Jackson, but now it's kind of like, who can really stop Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. And not only who can stop Lamar Jackson, but he's got a blanket. He's got a good running game, till he can rely on behind him too.
Mark Andrews.
So he doesn't have to run. He does not have to run the ball. That's dangerous.
Yeah, and they can beat that with Hollywood Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, they're set up, and Harbaugh has the team to make the Super Bowl push.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, the Ravens defense is nothing to sneeze at either. But I like how they went from a mostly defensive team to a mostly offensive team in such a short amount of time. But yeah. Anyway, who was your choke of the week this year? Yeah, I can't really think of one either. If you want to call, yeah. But you got to give it to someone. Like I said, you can go ahead and give it to the Lions if you want, but hell, at this point, I don't really.
I'll give it to either. I'll give Coach of the week to the Rams and the Packers for not even putting up the fight.
Yeah, God, Lord.
Like, we know the Ravens and the Niners are the real deal, but come on, you gotta put up a fight. You're the 8-2 Packers, like 8-2. You putting up 8 points?
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not good.
That is unacceptable.
Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback?
Yeah. All right, Flip. Anyway, here we go. Thanksgiving Day game. We got the Chicago the Chicago Bears going up against the Detroit Lions. Lions are at home. Who you got? Bears, Lions.
Man, it's gonna be the battle of the crappy quarterback.
Yeah.
Terrible Thanksgiving game. Just a bunch of turnovers probably, but both their run games are kind of decent. They don't have carry on for the Lions. So I think they have both Scarborough still taking over for that team, but he's not a bad replacement. I just don't see this being a great game.
Yeah, but you got to remember, like I said, is it safe to say that Detroit's backup is better than Chicago's starter?
Yeah, but their defense is way better than the Lions.
Yeah, you can't really lie about that either. Their defense can't stop a damn thing.
This is definitely one of those games where you see the Bears defense get a pick and run it into field goal range.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take the Bears when it's 16-10.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that great game.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 12:30, 1 o'clock game. So yeah, it's not. I'm probably gonna skip this game. I'm not gonna skip it all together. I'm probably just gonna watch the second half, and that's about it. But you're pretty much right about that. Neither one of these teams can really get anything going. But the thing is, Chicago, they can't score worth a damn. The only thing that they have is a defense to bail them out, put them in good enough position for Mitch to either try to throw it down the middle, or then for them to run it in or score a field goal. And like I said,
they should have made this game the later game because you eat Thanksgiving dinner like early.
Yeah.
So this should have been the itis game.
Yeah, I know, right? But shoot, the most exciting game of the night is probably going to be New Orleans and Atlanta. But but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, but anyway, I agree with you actually. Go on ahead and give me the Bears in this game. Get 10. No, yeah, 21-10 over the Bears. I mean over the Lions. Next up, oh boy, we got the Buffalo Bills going on the road to face the Dallas Cowboys. Now, remember what I said about those Rams? If the Cowboys lose this game, the Rams get bumped up to 6th seed. But I mean, yeah, and if and the Bills are safe regardless, even if they lose, because like I said, every other team that's between in the AFC, every team that's between seed 7 and 10 or between 7 and 9, they're all 6 and 5. So this game really won't hurt the Bills too much if they lose. But the Bills are one of those underrated, slept-on teams, man. Like people, the thing is, I don't know if it's because they got a crappy schedule, they lucked out, or what. And of course, their only losses are really to New England. And I forgot who else they lost to earlier in the season, but we'll talk about that later. Dallas, man, Dallas is a weird ass bipolar team. Some days they seem like they're a Super Bowl contender. Other days they fall flat on their damn face. I don't know what. And the thing is, what you call it, Jason Garrett. I don't know if you heard or you've been seeing it, but he's on the hot seat. He is. Man.
I was seeing some report about him being a candidate for the Giants head coach, but I was like, oh,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we've seen crazier things happen, so you never really know. We'll see. But in this game, go ahead and give me. Hopefully, I don't regret this, and hopefully, I'm wrong because of the way the playoff picture is. But go on ahead and give me the Bills in this game, 24-21 over the Cowboys. But what about you? Who you got? Bills, Cowboys.
Oh man, this could actually be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I'm liking that close where they're giving it. I feel like both defenses are probably going to make some plays, but it's definitely going to be kind of like that mid-scoring game. Oh man, the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that John Brown has that Randy Moss game.
Yeah. What was it? The thing is, have the Cowboys even won on Thanksgiving in years? When was the last time they won on Thanksgiving?
That's pretty recent.
It hasn't been within the past 4 years. I don't think it has.
Oh man, that's hard to tell. We'll have to go back actually check it out.
Yeah.
But man, this is probably gonna be a good game. Yeah, I think I would say that I'm gonna probably lean towards the Bills too in this one. I kind of like how they have their kind of little setup. They got Devin Singletary, Josh Allen, John Brown, Cole Beasley.
Yeah.
Their defense they have their defensive anchors on their side. And after seeing how the Patriots kind of handled the Cowboys, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Dak or Jason Garrett, but it's a little iffy over there. So I'll lean towards the Cowboys winning 24 to. The Bills winning this over the Cowboys 20-20.
All right.
But yeah, actually last year they beat the Redskins. So
yeah. Yeah, if you're like I said, if you're a Rams fan, you're hoping the Cowboys lose this game, but we're gonna see. But all right, next up, the main event for Thanksgiving night. You got the New Orleans Saints going on the road against the Atlanta Falcons. Now the Saints lost to the Falcons last time at their own home. I think it's probably because the thing is, at this point, I don't really think that Atlanta is a threat to them because the thing is, like you have like all you in order for Dallas, in order for Atlanta to make the playoffs this year, they have to damn near collect all 6 Infinity Stones. But yeah, anyway, New Orleans, I think this might be just a little bit of a revenge game for them. I mean, and so what if Matt Ryan? The thing is, like, the Saints kind of are his kryptonite, especially if he does not have a winning, if he does not have a running game to rely on. But we're gonna see about that. Of course, Drew Brees is gonna have his weapons, that he can throw to, Kamara, Michael Thomas, a couple of tight ends. So yeah, we're gonna see. And like I said, the thing is, Atlanta, even though Matt Ryan has an arm and he's got Julio, he doesn't really have that many other weapons to rely on. And Atlanta's defense is less than average. But like I said, they scraped out a win last time. Can they do it again? This time, I'm not so sure. I feel better. I feel more confident picking the Saints this time. Go on ahead and give me the Saints 27-20 over the Falcons. But who you got? Saints Falcons.
Yeah, I don't think that the Falcons are going to hold the Saints to 6 points again like they did last time. It's definitely going to be close there.
Yeah.
I do think that the Saints offense is going to still be able to put up those amounts of that they did like last time.
Right.
I just don't think we're going to see a 6-point effort. Definitely when I think Michael Thomas had like 150 yards on like multiple catches, like 10 plus catches. So he's definitely going to go up again. A healthy Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees as usual. Yeah. I think I don't know if this is. Yeah. I'm gonna say the Saints win this, but I think it'll be close. I think it's still the game of the night out of the three. I'm gonna say Saints win 55-31.
All right, next up, we got the Cleveland Browns going on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, once again, the AFC and those last 3 or 4 little wild card, those in the hunt spots, they're a little bit tricky. Like I said, because the Saints, I mean not the Saints, but the Cleveland Browns, they're 5-6 right now. But they could be potentially bumped up to the 6th seed because one, they would tie with the Steelers, but they would also sweep them. The record will be tied, but like if the Steelers lose, the Browns will sweep them 2-0 in their division. And at this point, Cleveland really could use that. But Delvin Hodges, he's starting this game. So and the thing is, they got Juju Smith-Schuster back. I think James Conner will be 100% for this game. And the thing is, the Steelers' defense, man. If the thing is, you can question anything else about the Steelers right now. Their running back situation, the quarterback situation, the coaching, but you can't deny that defense. That defense always shows up. Cleveland, once again, like Baker is a weird ass quarterback. He's so bipolar. And the thing is, he looked good last time because the Steelers defense actually didn't wake up until the second half. So there's always that. But I mean, like you said, this one might come down to the wire as well. But I mean, because this is a home game for the Steelers, I like the chances just a little bit better. Go on ahead and give me the Steelers in this game, 21-17 over Cleveland. But who you got? Steelers, Browns.
I'm seeing reports that James Conner is unlikely to play this week, which is kind of like throwing me off.
Yeah.
I know you guys have Snell and
Jalen Samuels. Yeah, Vinny Snell Jr. and Jalen Samuels.
I just don't know how Hodges is going to do. I mean, he was perfectly fine when he was starting.
Yeah.
He was able to get the passes off. But, man, no Myles Garrett is kind of like making me lean towards the Steelers in this one. Because we've seen that this Browns team can kind of disappear on offense. So when you're missing your star defensive lineman, he can't bail you out if Baker has a bad start. And the Steelers defense they put some pressure on a lot of teams this year. It's not like they've been slouching. So I'm trusting in Hodges. I'm hoping he's the same Hodges that lit my Chargers up. So I'm going to lean towards Steelers to win this. I'm going to say Steelers 24, the Browns 23.
All right. Next up, you got the Green Bay Packers going on the road to face the New York Giants. The Giants, at this point, they are all but done. And they don't really have anything to rely on besides the secondary, who, their linebackers they didn't even get anymore. The only thing they really got on defense is the secondary to block passes, and they can't get a damn thing going on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, I think Eli might be safe for another year if he chooses to come, but if he does choose to not retire, I think they wanted. I think this kind of was an experimental year for them just to see how Daniel Jones would do. But yeah, and Aaron Rodgers, y'all already know. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he don't like to lose, especially he doesn't like to lose in humiliating fashion. But then again, it was a home game against the 49ers, and the 49ers are forced to be reckoned with this year. And the thing is, this is Green Bay's second road game back to back, so I think he's gonna be looking to prove something too. Green Bay's defense hasn't been all that this year, but the thing is, they've been doing enough on the offensive side of the ball for that to not matter. Go on ahead and give me the Packers in this game, 28-17 over the Giants. Flip, who you got? Packers, Giants.
Man, I swear to God, if the Giants actually pull off a win against the Packers in this game, this is very sad.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't even be close, man. I don't know if you know this, but like teams are stacked a lot against the Giants. The Giants are even audible out of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll just sit there and let Saquon run up the middle against 10 guys just waiting on it, and then wonder why they're getting whooped.
Yeah.
That team is it's sad to watch, man. I don't know what needs to change. They probably need to fire their whole coaching staff and draft a new quarterback because Digger Jones.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Danny Dimes. Yeah, this should be an easy Packers win. I'd be shocked if the Packers lose this game. So, especially after getting whooped by the Niners, they're definitely going to be like, come on, man, we can't lose this twice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Give me the Packers 28 to the Giants.
All right. Next up, you got the Philadelphia Eagles going on the road against the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins, I mean, they're 2-9 right now. Come on, they're another team they're in tank territory, if not already. Philly has lost some close games, and they're the 9th seed in the NFC right now. They're still in the hunt. They're another team that's going to have to kind of one, they've got to win out. They don't have a choice but to win out. And a couple of teams are going to have to drop at least 2 or 3 games for them to even get the 4th, 5th, or 6th seed. Well, but the thing is, it is possible for them to still win the division, probably because the NFC East is trash this year. Yeah, come on. Yeah, like I said, the Eagles, they're not in an unbearable spot. I mean, like I said, they better hope the Cowboys drop a couple of games. It's possible for the Eagles to still make the playoffs, as well as the Rams. But we're gonna see about that. Like Carson Wentz, all he really got to do is just don't. If the key to winning for this game for the Eagles is just don't turn the ball over. Run the ball, be smart with the ball, manage the clock good, and don't turn the damn thing over. That's all y'all got to do because Miami doesn't really have anything else to rely on besides Fitzpatrick. I mean, you can pretty much just look through holes in their defense, and they don't really have a run. Miami doesn't really have a running game either. So this kind of should be an open and shut case for the Philadelphia Eagles. So give me the Eagles in this game. 24-16 over the Dolphins. Who you got, Flip? Eagles, Dolphins.
Oh man, the Dolphins are in a tank race right now. I think they've won too many games, and now they're kind of realizing that they're pulling ahead. So they're just dying to lose now. So yeah, the Eagles, they're gonna have to shoot the cash to lose this game. They're still in a race with the Cowboys. I think.
Yeah,
they'll definitely run up the score on this one. I would say Eagles should win this like 38-20.
All right.
It should be like Eagles is showing off in this game. It's like a practice game for the Eagles for the playoffs.
Yeah. All right. Next up, the Battle of South Florida. You got the Tampa Bay Bucks going up against the Jacksonville Jags. They're both 4-7. AFC South, NFC South. Now, Nick Foles is back. The thing is, we haven't even seen anything special from him, at least not yet. The thing is, and also with Jameis fighting for his job this year, the thing is, he showed some flashes of being a good quarterback, but not really a great one, even though he's got some weapons to hide behind. But And the thing is, Jacksonville's defense isn't really what it once was. But the thing is it going to be enough to put Jameis under pressure? We'll see about that. Jacksonville, they do have the better running game than Tampa Bay at this point, but it also depends on how Tampa Bay's defense wants to act, or if they want to decide they want to shut Nick Foles and Leonard Fournette down. I kind of don't see that happen in this game, though. So go ahead and give me the Jags in this game, 28-23 over Tampa Bay. But Flip, who you got? Bucks, Jags.
Ever since Jalen Ramsey left, man, the defense just isn't scary anymore.
Yeah.
And it just seems like that Jags team, they definitely relied on defense a lot to kind of keep them in games. And now that that's gone, they're just getting out-dueled. And it seems like when you think of duel masters, the Bucks are always there to keep something or keep themselves in the game. So with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on that team, I just can't see the Jaguars kind of keeping up in a duel against the Bucks, even with James being you get your quarterback of all time. He still manages to get the ball to him. He'll throw 4 6, but he'll get that ball to Chris Godwin or Mike Evans when he needs to.
Yeah.
Give me the Bucks in this. I'm going to say 31 to 24.
All righty. Next up, AFC South matchup. You got the Tennessee Titans going on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the Colts lost last week to the Texans. That loss is kind of hurt them. And like I said, Tennessee, they're another one of these. They're right now they are the 9th seed. They can go from 9th to probably 7th or 6th, depending on the way that this goes. Man, this game really could be for all the marbles in the for the 5th seed. I mean, for the 6th seed in the AFC. But like I said, you still got the Steelers though. But anyway, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, I like him. It's just that he needs to get up to his team's speed as far as the receivers and everything. I mean, he does a good job moving the ball, but thing is, sometimes he can make the mistake of overthrowing some of his receivers, which every quarterback does every now and then. But in games like this, you can't afford to do that. Tennessee is another one of these solid teams. But the thing is solid going to be good enough to beat the Colts at home? I'm not sure about that. So going ahead and give me the Colts. Give me the Colts 27-24 over the Tennessee Titans. But who you got, Flip? Titans, Colts.
This is actually probably going to be a good game. This might be a game with week material for next week. Man, it seems like both teams they're kind of balanced offenses. Definitely some of the most balanced offenses that I've seen. So it could be a pretty interesting game depending on I would say it depends on the running backs. Like Derrick Henry is a home run hitter.
Yeah.
We can see if Jonathan Williams can kind of keep up this pace. If he can keep up 20 some touches and still produce like Marlon Mack, this could be a really interesting game. Oh man, I kind of want to lean towards Colts in this. Just because they're at home, I think it's going to be really close, though. Yeah. I'm going to say Colts 27-24 over the Titans.
All right. Next up, you got the New York Jets 4-7 against the king of the tank right now, the Cincinnati Bengals. Pretty much, this should be. I mean, the Colts. I mean, the Bengals are home right now, but who gives a damn? They're tanking. It's not. The thing is, they couldn't lose this game any harder if they tried to lose. But yeah, New York Jets, they show flashes. Pretty much all they got to do is show up. That's it. They don't really have to do anything else. Come on, Cincy's down to the second string, and they don't really have any weapons on the side of the ball to move the ball. What else do they really have? What else does the Jets have to do besides show up? And we seen how they looked against Oakland last week. So yeah. Going ahead and give me the Jets in this game Give me the Jets 28 to. I'm gonna be generous. 28-21 over Cincy. Well, who you got, Flip? Jets, Bengals.
I swear, man, this game is gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sam Darnold, he's regressing like crazy. Le'Veon Bell, it seems like he's averaging like 1 yard per carry out there.
Yeah.
Man, but then you look at the Bengals, like, I mean, they're putting Andy Dalton back out there finally.
Yeah.
So that could be a game changer. I don't know if AJ Green is playing this week. I hope he is. I want to see AJ Green. I think he played 2 or 3 games this season. He's a fun receiver to watch.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. Andy Dalton's back out there. He might, just go out there and throw up a great game just because he's sick of being on the bench. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean towards the Bengals to win this game in a surprise upset. They'll finally get their first win of the season. So I would say Bengals over Jets 20-16.
All right. Next up, you got the 2-9 Redskins going on the road to face the 5-6 Carolina Panthers. If it's one thing about the Panthers, they always fight, and I think if Cam Newton decides to stay, I think this might secure his job for him. But I mean, of course, Christian McCaffrey's always a force, and they still got Greg Olsen too. They have the tools, they got the weapons, but I don't know what it is. There's something that they're missing. Is it Cam that they're missing, or is it something else? I'm not sure. Washington, the thing is, Washington let me down this year because, like I said, I thought they'd be a 7-9, 8-8, 9-7 kind of team, but yeah, they let me down this year. Like Dwayne Haskins, he's out there doing his best, but I mean, it's just not enough. But especially with Gruden going, but that was probably a blessing in disguise. But in this game, going ahead and give me the Panthers in this game, 31-10 over the Redskins. But Flip, who you got? Redskins, Panthers.
Yeah, this should be an easy Panthers game. I like that Haskins is fighting, man. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
He definitely wants to be. He wants to be good, man. He's on the wrong team.
Yeah. Well, nothing. He might be on the wrong team at the wrong time because you remember what RG3 did for the Redskins when they tanked, and then he brought them back to being a playoff team.
Yeah, he did. I don't think Haskins is ready to be RG3.
No.
RG3.
He was
definitely had a great rookie year.
Yeah, he was special.
But man, speaking of special, Christian McCaffrey is on the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's hard to stop him, and I think this Panthers team is just gonna just be great this game, especially against the Redskins. The Redskins seem to like to get the score ran up on them. So I'm gonna say Panthers win this game 27-13.
All right. Next up, you got the San Francisco 49ers going on the road against the Baltimore Ravens in a Super Bowl rematch and a potential Super Bowl rematch too. Boy, okay, both of these teams blew out their respective opponents last week. The 49ers blew out the Packers, and the Ravens blew out the Rams. Lamar Jackson is looking like a man on fire right now. Jimmy G and the 49ers are clicking on all cylinders. The thing is, I think that you might get mad at me for saying this, and I think a lot of Ravens fans might too get mad. But I think that San Francisco might be just a little bit better coached than the Ravens. But the Ravens, their talent is fucking ridiculous. I mean, they are stacked on the talent side of the ball. And like I said, Lamar Jackson, it seems like he's like a human cheat code. It's like he's almost automatic out there. All he really got to do is not turn the ball over either. I mean, but man, good luck picking a winner on this one, boys and girls, because I can't. I mean, I can't really choose. But the thing is, I'm only going to pick a winner just because I have to. But going ahead especially because the 49ers have been so good on the road this year. But going ahead and give me the Niners in this game, 31-28 over the Ravens. But Flip, who you got? Niners, Ravens.
Oh man, this might be a hot take. I don't know, but I got the Ravens embarrassing the 49ers.
Really? Embarrassing?
Embarrassing.
Wow. That's a ballsy move.
Look, man, as much as I like the 49ers, their defense is great. I just don't think anyone has an answer for the Ravens offense currently. It's so out of there. You really can't guard it that well. We seem to have like fluky looking games like that Browns game. But I feel like they didn't let Lamar finally go. They finally let him beat Lamar, and now you're like, you can't do anything about him.
Yeah.
He's out there, he's just torn with it. So it's like right then and there, you know that the 49ers defense is a dog game.
Yeah.
Thing with that is, I just don't trust him. He has great games, but we've seen that he's had some cool games, and this Ravens defense is no slouch. Marcus Peters is a ball hawk. They're just D-line. I don't know what it is, but they always get some pressure on these teams somehow. And Harbaugh is just a great defensive coach, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So when he can just play his thing and just get a defensive coach and let Lamar Jackson run the offense, I feel like they're a dynamic duo. And as much as Shanahan is a great coach, I just don't think he has the answer for Lamar Jackson. And once that 49ers team falls behind, they can't rely on their run game. They have to let Jimmy G go up there and throw. So it messes up their kind of balance. And we've seen what happens when they kind of struggle a little bit. They kind of struggle to keep up. And when Lamar Jackson gets that ball, he's not gonna just let you like get back in the game. He's gonna run the floor.
Yes, he puts his foot on the back of your neck. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's like Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram just torment. Because like imagine trying to stop Mark Ingram. Like you have to focus on Mark Ingram. That's just big and fast.
Yeah.
So Lamar Jackson is right there, and it's like, yeah, that team is good. I'm telling you, if they can get like an AJ Green next year.
Oh God.
Oh man, that team's gonna be a problem.
God help you if you don't let the Ravens get no top 10 wide receiver next year.
Hey, AJ Green's a free agent man.
Yeah.
Just watch it happen. I know they got the money to pull it off.
All right. Well, yeah. But what's your final score, Flip?
I'm gonna say, give me the Ravens in this one, 35 to 20.
Wow. All right. All right. Next up, you got the LA Rams going up against the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams have lost their last two, I believe, and Arizona, you got Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, he's another guy who's a fighter too. He's a fighter, but he just doesn't have a lot to work with. The Rams, like I said, right now they are the 7th seed, so they're hoping and praying for a Cowboys loss because let's be real, winning the division is out of the question, especially when you have. But the thing is, the Seahawks right now, they're pretty much hoping for a 49ers loss too because they can actually get that first round bye. But we'll see about that. But yeah, like the Rams, like hopefully they can start clicking again, and they don't do anything foolish with the ball because I don't know if you noticed this lately, but Jared Goff has been running scared with the ball. If he holds the ball on for 2 or 3 seconds longer than he wants to, he gets scared, he panics, and either throws it away or he coughs it up. He's got to really focus on ball safety, and Todd Gurley, he's got to step his game back up too, regardless. But man, going ahead and actually give me the Rams in this game. I actually think this was going to be close. But give me the Rams this game 28-24 over the Cardinals. But who you got? Rams, Cardinals.
Man, a few weeks ago, I would have told you the Rams are going to blow this thing out. But now, I don't know, man. It seems like Jared Goff has PTSD or something. I don't know what happened. Man, like, he started thinking it up just out of nowhere. And he had his big three last game. Brandon Cooks, Robert Bliss, and Cooper Tubbs. I don't know what's going on with this team. I thought Sean, what's his name? Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
Okay, there. I was about to say Sean Payton, but
Yeah.
I thought Sean McVay was this offensive mastermind that got jerked off from like school out there.
Yeah.
So against the Cardinals team, I think it'll be close. I don't think they'll get blown out. I just think it's going to be one of those neck and neck games instead of us thinking, oh man, the Rams have no problem.
Yeah.
Something has to happen with that Rams team. They got way too much talent on that team.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm gonna lean towards the Rams having a redemption game in this one. I just think it's gonna be close. Give me the Rams 24 to Cardinals.
All right. Next up, AFC West matchup. LA Chargers going up against the Denver Broncos, and it's at Mile High. Oh man, the Chargers are another team that disappoint. The thing is, you know exactly what I'm about to say, don't you? Do you know why they disappoint me? Because they choke. They choke at the last goddamn minute. They can't. They can't hold on to a lead worth shit. The thing is, I'm not even a Chargers fan, and it disappoints me to watch that. And the thing is, with the way the Denver's playing like they want to win. But the thing is, they're not a team that you want to choke against either. But the thing is, they show the Chargers. They show that they can beat Denver at home. But this is actually going to be a close one too. I originally wanted to pick Denver in this game just because, especially because they've been, the Chargers. They've been literally hanging themselves with the damn rope lately, with choking in the fourth quarter. My God. Chargers, don't make me regret this, but go on ahead and give me the Chargers in this game 24-17 over Denver. Flip, who you got? Chargers, Broncos.
I would have been very anti-Chargers winning this game, but the Broncos just don't have Joe Flacco anymore. It just seems like the team's kind of falling apart. The organization is falling apart. They're losing faith in John Elway. And I think the Chargers might have Derwin James, which is a huge boost to our defense. But it's a division game. The Broncos usually have our number. I'm gonna go with the Chargers just because I'm hoping Derwin's back. And if Derwin's back, I have a lot of big net defense to keep the lead, or at least keep us in the game. So I'm gonna say Chargers 27, Broncos 23.
All right. Next up, yeah. All right. Next up, you got another AFC West matchup: the Oakland Raiders, who looking like they want to make a playoff run against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs, their record is deceiving. They have a 7-4 record. I thought they had like a 9-2 record, to be honest. But they ran into a couple teams. Look who they ran into. Man, Oakland is another team that is very, very weird. They are very strange. Right now, they hold the 7th seed in the AFC right now, and losing right now to Kansas City would knock them down. They'd only be knocked down 1 seed. Kansas City, I feel like this is a home game for Kansas City. So the thing is, I feel like that. Well, they've kind of choked away a couple of games too, but I feel like that they've gotten that together. The thing is, I feel like Patrick Mahomes, because you notice in his first couple of games back, especially the ones they lost, he kind of was playing a little bit scared, but I think he shook that off. And come on, as long as you got Tyreek Hill and you got his weapons, you pretty much got a chance. Oakland's defense gonna need to step it up. And as far as Derek Carr, I know you don't believe in him. Hell, sometimes I barely do, depending on who they're facing. But thing is, if you can hit him a couple times, if you can rattle him, you can force him to throw the ball more than he wants to. You can even probably pick him off a couple times, force a couple fumbles. But go ahead and give me Kansas City in this game, 30-23 over Oakland. But Flip, who you got? Kansas City or Oakland?
I don't think Derek Carr is going to win up the Chiefs. I think in the first game they played, he threw 2 picks. I don't think he'll throw 2 picks. I think it's going to be more safe with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to run away with this game. Tyreek Hill should be back this week.
Yeah.
As long as Tyreek Hill's on the field, I feel like Patrick Mahomes is more comfortable because he's got Kelsey and Hill. That's all he's got his safety blanket, and he's got his deep threat.
Yeah.
He can outrun anybody on the field.
And he can run when he wants to, so yeah.
Exactly. He can definitely, keep, run outside the pocket and kind of buy time for Tyreek Hill or Sammy Watkins.
Mm-hmm.
Against this Raiders team, they've definitely shown that they'll give up some points pretty quickly. I think they lost the Chiefs without Tyreek. They only had Cole Hart and Marcus Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek out there. It's probably a wrap for the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'll say the Chiefs win this 31-16.
All right. Next up, oh man, we got the New England Patriots going on the road against the Houston Texans. The Patriots, despite winning against Dallas, they actually didn't look that good. And Dallas was at home in that game. And the thing is, I think at this point, Houston is kind of a better team than Dallas is. I mean, at least that's just what I think. And like I said, DeAndre Hopkins, he's automatic. As long as Deshaun Watson doesn't turn the ball over, he's pretty damn good too. Bill Belichick's cooking up a plan for him. We already know that. But here's the thing: they don't have J.J. Watt, or they don't have J.J. Watt or Jadeveon Clowney to try to contain Tom Brady. And New England's defense, their defense is alive too. So you can't really, mark that. You can't really take them out of that equation either. I think this game is going to be closer than a lot of people give it credit for, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the safe route. Go ahead and give me the Patriots in this game 28-27 over the Texans. But who do you got? Texans, Patriots.
I agree with you. I think it could be a close game. I think it depends on how Belichick plays this. I know he's got Gilmore, Garden, DeAndre Hopkins for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes down to will he blitz a lot and just take advantage of that whole line? Because Deshaun Watson, he's definitely a home ball. So if he can just keep putting pressure on Deshaun Watson on game, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And this Patriots defense, I mean, they were playing a lot of easy teams, but they've shown us that they can definitely hold down a stronger team like the Cowboys as well.
Yeah.
So when you have a team like the Texans, who their O-line is in shambles, I can definitely see Deshaun Watson get bullied all game. Like you said, no Jadeveon Clowney and no J.J. Watt can pressure Tom Brady, so he's probably going to have a good amount of time in pocket to get that past Edelman or I don't know who they have in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't keep them for whatever reason, but they find a way to win.
Yeah, they somehow find a way to win. I got some Patriots winning this. I'll say the Patriots win 27-20. 27-22.
All righty. And last game we got is the Seattle Seahawks going up against the Minnesota Vikings, and this is at home for the Seahawks. The Vikings surprisingly are under the radar. Like I said, but the thing is, they're an 8-3 team. They're 8-3 team. But the thing is, they have the 6th seed right now. Now they can be bumped up from 6th to 3rd if the Packers just so happen to lose and if they win. But the Seahawks right now, man, the Seahawks are dangerous. I mean, come on. They gave the 49ers all they could handle. And guess how many other teams have done that this year? 0. Yeah, so that should tell you everything you need to know about the Seahawks. The Seahawks are very, very scary. I'm not saying Minnesota isn't because they got some weapons, but come on, everybody knows that Kirk Cousins is not as good of a quarterback as Russell Wilson is because Russell Wilson is a dual threat. The thing is, you need to give Kirk Cousins time in that pocket for him to work his magic. Otherwise, he's going to be a deer in the headlights if he gets pressured. The Seahawks, they got a good secondary. They got a good running game. Like I said, they got Russell Wilson. And DK Metcalf is a damn creative character. That's how freaking good he is. But yeah, man. This game is actually going to be a lot. This game is going to be competitive. I actually have this being one of the highest scoring games of the week. Go ahead and give me the Seahawks in this game, 35-28 over the Vikings. But who you got, Flip? Seahawks, Vikings.
Oh man, Seahawks games, it feels like they're always close. They always come down to the wire.
Yeah.
Like Russ has his moments, but when it comes to this game, I'm kind of leaning towards the Vikings just because once Dalvin Cook gets moving, it just seems like the Vikings can just run the clock on the Seahawks. The Seahawks just like playmakers. Like you run the clock on them, and then they take 1 minute to get downfield with a deep bomb to Kyler Lockett, and just all of a sudden just some random DK Metcalf magic. It's a score. So, man, I think it's gonna be really close. I think both teams are very capable. Kirk Cousins, as much as don't think he's a great quarterback, he's having a pretty great season. Don't know if Adam Thielen is back. Stephon Diggs has been stepping up in his absence. Like I said, Dalvin Cook is probably the best running back in the league right now. Probably next to Chris McCaffrey. But that Seahawks offense is also pretty strong, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Russ is having an amazing year. Chris Carson's great. Josh Gordon, DK Metcalf. It's like, I think it will be really close. I'm kind of edging it towards the Vikings.
Ooh.
You got the Vikings winning by a field goal. I'm going to say Vikings 34, Seahawks 34.
All righty. Well, that's pretty much all the picks for this week. You got any final thoughts before we sign out tonight?
Yeah, actually, it's not football related, but
yeah.
I want to say the Lakers need to trade KD ASAP, get him off my team, please.
Oh.
Y'all was left with the game tonight.
Yeah.
Get that man off first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I posted this earlier on Facebook, and it was regarding the not the 49ers, but a team that's in the 49ers area, the Golden State Warriors. Everybody, I was like, well, because right now their record is 3-13. Everyone's like, man, like, do you like? I'm gonna revisit this topic. Do you really think that they should tank? I mean, like I said, they've won 3 championships in 4 years. That is more than enough. And like I said, Steph, he's not coming back to February. Clay might not come back at all this year. So yeah. But the thing is, the West is more dangerous it's the most dangerous conference in the NBA that it's ever been. It's probably the most dangerous it's been in the past decade.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. It's something like 2000, early 2000s.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one of those great times, especially with a lot of these teams having players joining together.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man. Well, that's pretty much all I got for tonight. As always, Flip, thank you for hosting the show with me, and hopefully you have a good Thanksgiving, man.
No problem, man. Have a great Thanksgiving yourself.
All right. This is us signing out. We will see you guys next weekend. Peace.